Hey everybody, this is Debbie. It is Wednesday training today, and today I pre-recorded our call because I'm going to be sharing the screen and I cannot do that live. So today we're talking about creating a content folder. So what that means really is building your images and graphics and different things that you can use for social media, for emailing, anything that you use graphics for. So I like to think of it like it's your file cabinet. In the olden days, um, you know, we would all use file cabinets and save everything. When my kids were little, I got all different subscriptions to magazines. I would look through them. I'd rip out recipes. I'd file them. I'd rip out Halloween craft ideas. I'd file them. I'd rip out birthday theme ideas. I'd file them. That way, when time came around, I could go through the folder, look up ideas, and be ready to go. I know things are different now. Now all I have to do is Google Halloween ideas, birthday ideas. It's completely a different world. But what creating a content folder can do is save you time in the long run, because as you find things and use things, you can be setting them aside. Or if you have extra time, you can be looking ahead of time to file them for later. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys and show you some different things that I have in my content folder. So this is my external hard drive. Then I just have something called content folder. In here, I have all different topics. The album covers that I put in Beautifully Polished, the new BAM Girl party, the graphics that I made specifically for that party, I filed in that folder. Birthday party offers, you know, like for my VIPs, I have different graphics in there that I've grabbed. Booking Blitz, when our team did a Booking Blitz, I found different graphics that I liked for that. Cover photos, I'll come back to that one in a sec. Tips for Facebook business, my own photos, different Nelfies, our spotlight that we do. As people get spotlighted, I save those. Thumbnails, I use these for when I do weekly training, and I save them into YouTube rather than being frozen like that, which I can't stand on live videos. I add a thumbnail so it looks a little more professional on YouTube with the quote that I'm using. Team graphics, these are just different graphics that I found that I've posted, might be motivational or a congratulations. Okay, so then within, this is a big one right here. This is Facebook nail bars. So within my Facebook nail bars, I have all different folders here as well. So I've kind of sorted the graphics to use during nail bars. So I have application ones. I have just ones with backgrounds that I could put words over. I don't know, just booking blitzes, birthday offers, cover, oops, I got out of there. Okay, clothes with nails. This is country house. So one day I was in the graphics page, which I highly recommend if you're going to the graphics page, do the graphics page with Norma Clark. She is going to be ones that follow the PNP. A lot of these other ones don't. I would not be using it. And another important thing to remember, this whole thing has been kind of crazy with Facebook jail lately. So if you grab graphics, I wouldn't use one with a watermark on it, first of all, because it's promoting someone else's business. So what could you do? You could put a banner over it if you wanted. Well, actually, if they watermarked it, you really probably shouldn't even use it. But you could, like Color Streets, you could add a banner to that to add your own info. Or just if it's one like this country house does not have watermarks, all these beautiful graphics. So I'm not using one that other people use. I could go into any one of these and just add to it my website. So that way it has me on there and it's my own, so other people wouldn't use it. And I wouldn't get flagged for Facebook jail. Early bird specials, fall and Halloween. So like this would be different graphics for thank yous, and here was for a fall party, all the different nails and the different posts that you could do. I use these, sometimes I don't, but I save them just in case. Some of these, let me go back to that, are just kind of plain, and that way you could add like this. I could add my own stuff to it, but it just has that background already made, which is sometimes nice. It saves you time again. Frequently asked questions, funny quotes, that you put in your nail bars, like these, like the spilling the nail polish, just different ones I I found funny. You know how there's different games like guess how many nail strips there are. Those are in there. Things asking people to host. So if you're wondering, like here's different ones asking people to host or information about being a host. Last call, different invitations, party games. And here I also put on like the little GIF. I like all the little GIF comments, anything like that, games or things where they could add stuff, what our pricing is. This is sports. I just kind of titled that because I found these. I thought these were kind of cute. They took the clear overlays. Now again, with Color Street on here, may not be able to use it anymore. I found this a while ago, but it showed just all different teams you could use with our colors, with our overlays. I thought that was cute. I'm sure I find most of my graphics on Normos. I like that one. Summer theme for a party. So again, here's roll call and thank you, which I know I have a separate folder for those, but this just organizes it. If I was going to do a summer theme, I don't have to go into different folders. They're all right here. Kind of like a wine party. I found a few on that page with wine. I thought that was cute if you were going to do that in a VIP group. The different thank yous, you know, when people get nails. So that's how I have mine organized. Figure out a way that works for you, and that way when you find graphics, you can just be dropping them in these folders and not searching for them later. Another thing to go through, I had to go through my stuff recently and get rid of like nails that aren't offered anymore, especially like this closed nails one. This one, I like these kind where they show like a dress that, but I had to pull out a bunch of them that had maybe one set on there wasn't used, or we don't have it anymore. So I changed those out. You know, holiday parties, again, like there's some plain graphics in here. So go through, save them, that way you have them and you're not digging through when it comes down to doing a nail bar. So back to here, I think I kind of went through most of these, of what I have in my different folders. So you may use it to store things as you create them, or you may have 20 minutes spare time one day and you may create a bunch. Oh, like this, like weekly training. Okay, so I made 52 weeks of training for Wednesday trainings. I have the theme picked out. I have a quote for every theme. I went through and created the graphic. It took me time at the front end, yes. But now every week I don't have to think about what my training topic's gonna be. I don't have to think about what I'm gonna post. It's done. So at the front end, it took me time, but now it's easy for me because I won't procrastinate. Sometimes if it's something that I have to create, I put it off, and so I don't do it. Same with like, if you follow the pillars for your Facebook posts, you know, let me unshare this. You don't have to take pictures always at the exact time that you're posting it. So let's say, here's my pillars: family, fitness, my dog, Color Street, the Arthritis Foundation, vacations. So, you know, some things, yes, I got to post it right then. But other things like my dog, I don't have to have a picture from today for her. Yesterday we were driving. She looked really cute in the front seat of the car. I snapped a picture. I can put it away for later when I know, hey, I haven't posted on my dog in a couple weeks. I'm going to post that picture of her driving with a funny caption. So you're not stressed out about taking a picture right then. Let's say you're having a good hair day. Go change your outfit a few times, go around your house, take different funny pictures. If you like to post funny things about yourself, do them that day when you know you look good, right? And save those pictures, and then you have them. And then when you need those posts that isn't something happening right then, but you know you need to post, use those graphics, okay? Now let's talk about how I create some of those graphics. If you haven't found a place you use, I like a couple of them. I like Canva. Oh, I didn't share my screen, hang on. Okay, I like Canva, C-A-N-V-A for one, and because they have all different types here of kind of scaled to the right size. So like an animated social media, they have a social media, Facebook, the YouTube thumbnail. The Facebook cover I don't think fits real well. I find I have to put my stuff in the middle. If I put it towards the edges, it's not really sized well, but it still does the job. Instagram. So I like this for that reason. So let's go and look at one. So let's say I go to make something and I click on Facebook posts. I can come over here and I can choose from ones that they've given. They have tons. If you hover over it, if it doesn't say free, it's not free. If you hover over it and it says free right here, get our offers free, then you could use those and use so let's say I chose this. And then this would be my background because I like, let's say, the tennis shoes. Then if I want it, I'm going to change the wording, of course. So I would just click on it and say, fall into cute petties. I don't know, because they have feet. Okay. And then right here at the top, I click on those words and I could say, Jenny's petty party. All right, then I come down here, click those words. Again, I'm just following their font, their sizing, but you could change that too. This is just what makes it super easy if you want that look. Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Okay, now let's say I think you can't really see that. I could easily come up here, make my font bigger. I could change my font. So you can change what they have. That's totally fine. I could change the color if I wanted. And then if it's done, you come over to File, Save, and then it would save it into your, so if I did File, Save, now if I come back to, well, actually before I go to Home, I come over here to the arrow on the right, and I click Download, where it says PNG. I like JPEG, so I click and I move down to JPEG. And then download. It prepares it. And then down at the bottom, I can just then click it, right click, I save as, and I put it in my content folder. So it's there. Okay, so then if I went to Home, and I go to, here's my designs, here's all the different, there's the design I just made, here's one I was playing around with on a couple more when I was doing videos, but they didn't work. So I had to redo my videos. Okay, so all different things that I've made in the past. That way, like if I was going to Spotlight, I could click on Spotlight. Like I have a blank Spotlight, so I made a copy of it right here, and I can just fill in the information. So I'm not starting it over from scratch every single time. So let's say I want to create a design from blank. So again, create a design, and let's do an animated one. Okay, so I have a blank background here. So here I could just click background. I could pick any of these that say free. Let's say I pick a green background, and I want to go to an upload. I'm grabbing Michelle McKay again because I love this picture. Okay, I'm going to put Michelle on here. Maybe I'm going to add some text. Now, if you like the look of this text, you know, and I could just, again, click and change it to my wording, but it would keep the sizing. Or I can click here, add a heading, and just do my own. And I could say, welcome, Michelle McKay. And I want a different font, so I'm going to come up here to the font, and I'm going to do this fun font, and I'm going to do it. So that's a little big, so I can just kind of stretch it out, and a little big. Again, it's super easy. You just can move it up. I can kind of put it right there. I can't go bold on that one. You know, you can, again, it's just like any other word programming. You can change the things up here. If I wanted, I could change positions if I wanted that behind it. It'd be behind. If I want it forward, I can put it up in front. So it's really easy, great way to create some stuff for your content for your folder. Graphics, if I want to add some fun, love that. And I can kind of twist it this way. Again, this is not pretty. I'm just kind of creating here to show you. So again, some of these are free, some are not. Maybe I want to do this behind the love. But I need it behind there. Okay, so just like that. Again, some costs, we'll put a little heart on there. Okay, now let's see, I did text, I did backgrounds. I feel like I need a pink background there. Okay, uploads. So if I wanted to go back to uploads, I could click here to upload an image. If I click that, it would go right to my computer and I could grab anything I wanted. So that is really Canva and what you can do with it. You can do a lot more, play around with it. If you haven't tried it, it's just a quick, easy way to, you know, do a welcome to somebody, or, you know, one of your teammates or somebody's hit a certain level. You could create a quick, easy graphic. You could do something, let's say you do something like this. Oh, to get rid of things, you just kind of push them off. Huh? Okay, so let's say I'm doing something totally different. I just want like a feel-good thing. I want to say, I like this font. And I might say, the power of teamwork. Center it. I don't need any words down here, so I know they had extra words. I'm just deleting it. Look at, so that's a totally different look. It just is a pretty picture. All right, now I see there's a watermark on there, which is telling me that that one wasn't a free one. But, you know, again, you're going to be paying attention to whether they're free or not. Okay, so I'm going to stop this share. Okay, and I'm going to show you guys one other website that I use, like for the ones I use for Nelfies. But I have to stop the share because otherwise I'm worried it wouldn't go to that page. Okay. Oh, just 1 second. Let me. Okay. Give me a sec. And I want to share this. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to, this one is, I have it marked here as text editor, but when I look at the website here, it says befunky.com. Befunky is the portion of it that you have to upgrade to, but when I saved it, it saved it here as text editor. So let's say I want to do, this is how I made my graphics for my hands. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to go to here to open and go to my computer. I'm going to grab Best of Both Swirls. Okay, now I'm going to add text. So I'm going to click there, Best of Both Swirls. I want it a little bit bigger, so I'm just going to highlight, come over here. Okay. And then again, I can turn it. I can put it wherever I want. I'm going to turn it and put it. No, I don't like that. I'm going to come here and I'm going to do it like that in the middle. So there's Best of Both Swirls. Now, there's been this whole rigmarole, right, about Facebook jail. So I don't want everybody being able to take this from the website. So I'm going to add a little bit of something so it makes it more my own, that just everybody couldn't grab this. So if I come over here and I go to Image Manager at the very top, I have saved in here my files, which you could just go to your computer and grab something if you had something. I'm going to come right here and I'm going to grab that and shrink it down. And now I just kind of add my team logo, so it would make it different than other people in the business. Let's say I don't want it that noticeable. I could click on it again and go to options and then drag the opacity that way. And it just kind of lightens it up a little bit so it's there, but not as noticeable. You could also, another way to make it yourself or make it your own, so you don't have to worry about Facebook jail. I could also do this. I could also go www.mycolorstreet.com/Debbie. Or maybe you have a name for your team, or like I have a website, Beautifully Polished Boutique. I could add that in there and people could then see that. Again, you want it more watermarked, then just come over to options. And I could just have it in there lightly in the background so somebody could see it. Becomes kind of my own little watermark. So that's how you can add that. Maybe I want to add this down here so it's not quite as taken away from the hand. So I wouldn't add both of those, but I was just showing you how you can add them to make it your own. That way people see your website anyway. Not everybody can grab your images, but that is easily something you can do to when you find these pictures, to set yours above and beyond from somebody else's so you couldn't get tagged for suspicious activity. So again, then I just save it. I can save to my computer and I open it and I can save it to my content folder. Okay. So for this week, my challenge to you is, if you're not using some type of an editing program, play with one. Go to Canva. I know on my phone I like WordSwag. Go to Canva or go to that photo editor, play around with some things, grab maybe the new holiday nails and practice adding names on them. Something else you could do, if that isn't something you want to do, is work on your content folders. Start organizing your computer if it's not organized like a file cabinet. Get things where they need to be. I promise you, it makes it easier to find things. It makes you more set to do work. It's like a messy office to a clean office, right? You're more apt to work when it's clean. So look at your computer and your content as the same exact thing. The more organized you are with it, the more apt you are, and the easier it is. If you're running 2 or 3 Facebook parties at a time, that's a lot of work. And I know a lot of you use Cinch Share, and then your stuff is all set to go and everything. But you have to grab those images from somewhere. So spend some time in the graphics group. Find some graphics you like. Make them your own. Put those in a content folder. But start to play around with some of this stuff and get organized if you're not organized that way. And I just think you're going to be really, really happy. And it's going to be a lot easier for you to be working through social media and through emailing your customers and all these different avenues that we have that need graphics. Okay, so that is my training for today. Again, reach out if you have any questions and enjoy getting your content organized.